Welcome everyone to the Scramble, where we take recommended doses of everything great in the world of gaming, mix it up, toss it up, and serve it to you in one hot, fresh, and tasty show. It's me, Samantha P, and I'm your host for the Scramble. We have a very special show for you today. As a matter of fact, we're talking about big updates in both games and hardware that will be ushering in the big wave of next-gen gaming. First, we have cosplayer and streamer ELIE to talk about the Genshin Impact 1.1 update. She's going to be taking us through the biggest changes and improvements coming to the magical world of Teyvat. Next, we're taking you to the twisted depths of Azeroth with the World of Warcraft's latest expansions, Shadowlands. But we're not going in blind. We've got our trusty celebrity guide to make sure we don't get lost. It's none other than Naisou. It's safe to say we're all excited here for the next-gen gaming. Even though the release is this close, some of us just can't wait. Luckily, ASUS ROG just updated their Zephyrus S17 laptop with the latest specs so we can all experience next-gen today, right here in the studio. And lastly, we're taking both of our guests and all our guts to muster in the world of Phasmophobia with some good old-fashioned ghost hunting. Rah! Well, most of the time we'll be doing some ghost hunting, but we're also going to do a really quick interview. All that and more on this episode of The Scramble. Yes, we're going back to the world of Teyvat. We've featured Genshin Impact and its breakthrough success in a previous episode, and today, Genshin Impact is making a comeback right here on the Scramble. We'll be talking about one of its biggest updates ever since the game has launched, the much-awaited 1.1 update. As you're watching this, the update is most likely live and in full swing right now, but at the time of this recording, it has yet to launch, but MiHoYo has given a nice little preview on what's to come through an official post. To guide us through the 1.1 update, we have a 5-star guest streamer and cosplayer, ELIE. Welcome to the show, girl!
Hello everyone! I also have 10 5 stars in Genshin Impact.
Oh, okay, cool. And I can see that you're already in your cosplay and you're playing Amber, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so school me on the cosplay. How exactly did you start cosplaying for Genshin Impact?
Before the game launched, I was already ordering costumes because I really like the characters, and I was hoping to make it my main content for my stream. So when the game launched, I cosplayed as ELIE, and on my first day's stream, I streamed for like 15 hours straight.
What? 15 hours? So going back, there's a lot to unpack here with the 1.1 update. So while we might not be able to tackle all of the changes, there have been a few things that I want to discuss with you, ELIE, if you don't mind. So there is a growing demand for more things to do in Teyvat. First off, a new reputation system is just around the corner, but it's going to be available very soon, right?
Yes, we are so excited. So this reputation system, so basically there are 2 towns, Mondstadt and Liu, right? So there are citizens in these towns, and so your job is to exactly that, raise your reputation and the town itself. And when you raise your reputation, you get more quest rewards. Oh, the rewards are so awesome.
Tell me more about the quality of life changes that you're looking forward to. I heard that there's a lot that are adding to the 1.1 update, but which ones really resonate with you? Which ones would really make a difference to a first-time player like myself? I'm just at level 5. Embarrassing, I know. Don't hate me for it. Don't hate me for it, but I am learning on the fly as I go. So the point is, for a noob like myself, tell me how these changes can improve my gaming.
Okay, so did you ever see the Animoculus and Geoculus, the blue and orange things floating around?
Yes,
so
yes.
There's a certain number of them, and you need to collect all of them. Well, not really all. There's one excess, but this is one of the things that people are struggling so much in game because they can't find them, and now they're gonna give us a compass for that. How awesome is that?
Finally! They were so randomly placed all around.
Yeah, treasure chest compass too. Very helpful, right?
Very.
Next up, I'm thinking of the condensed resin. So you know how you have to beat the ley lines in dungeons many times over just to get the rewards. This time you can beat the ley line once and you get twice the reward for twice the resin. So less effort.
So it's less effort, you were saying?
Yeah, so I really like that system because a lot of people have been complaining about the repetitive resin grind.
And the cooldown, huh?
Yeah.
So how about particularly in combat, is there any changes that I could look forward to?
There's this NRE system. So do you remember when you play and your HP gets low, you press B and then you look for something to eat? Something to eat so that your characters don't die. So now they introduce an NRE system wherein that thing that you're supposed to get from that window is just one click away.
Oh, nice. So you have hotkeys officially for the 1.1.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, it's great to know that while the game was an unexpected success, MIUI has actually taken a few steps to improve the game even more. And one of the things that I have also looked forward to, tell me more about the 5-star characters. Like, I'm absolutely excited and they're so handsome.
Oh my god, have you seen them? Child, Tartaglia, and Zhongli. So,
cute.
If I get Child and Zhongli and I use Diluc and Kea, I can have my boy band.
That's pretty accurate.
And there's also Diona. Diona is another like lolly small girl character like Klee and Chi-Chi. So now there's a third one, Diona. So cute.
Very, very nice. And how do you feel about the 4-star characters that are coming along as well with the update?
Oh, sorry, Diona is already a 4-star character. I got excited, but that's the one I'm most excited about for 4-star
Really?
Diona.
Why? Tell me more about that. I'm curious because, you know, I'm looking forward to Child. After all, he looks like a baby that I'd love to have, a child.
The boy character. Oh, another reason I'm excited for Diona is because she's a cryo character, Ice. I don't have Kea for that, so I'm desperate for a cryo character.
You know, it's interesting because you're wearing amber.
I have a lot. I have like 11 costumes.
So you better change as you're talking as well. No,
yeah,
I'm kidding.
and Klee and Chi-Chi, they're so small, they're so cute.
They
I want more of
are.
those.
Okay, Ellie, now that we're talking about how good-looking Child and Zhongli are, what exactly do they bring to the table? Like, what are the benefits of having Zhongli?
The elements are super important. If you need the cryo, hydro, geo, just definitely get the things that you need. So with me, I'm more focused on the aesthetic. But it's worth mentioning that I saw a Zhongli video of his skills. It's like the coolest thing ever. So he's really a must-have.
Nice.
And for me, and then with Child, he said something like, he's not super good with the bow, so it's something that he wants to master. I really love this character.
I saw that. Yeah.
And I'm curious to see like different weapons, right?
True. I like archers. I like that skill set myself. So I'm curious how Child's gonna play out. But how about for Diona? So for our 4-star player, what do you think?
She's super cute. So I think people underestimate a lot of 4 stars. I'm hoping to Constellation 6. Constellation 6 means you get 6 more copies of the same character to maximize their full potential. So it's easier to Constellation 6 4 stars than 5 stars because it's not easy to get 5 stars, right?
Right.
And with Diona, I did mention before, there's not a lot of cryo characters. And I believe she also heals.
Ooh, a healer. Nice,
Yeah.
convenient. Cryo
But,
and healing. That makes sense.
You know, guides need to be fully furnished when the character releases for them to actually test out the damage and stuff like that. But I'm definitely getting all 3.
Very exciting days ahead of us. And thank you very much, Ellie, for giving us a run through of the updates for the 1.1.
Yeah, so excited. Let's go.
So Ellie, based on our discussion, I'm feeling that you're gonna spend your Primo Gems on Diona first. Or tell me, am I preempting things too early?
They just released the Child banner. So I think Diona is also in that banner. So I really wanted to get Zhongli and I was 50-50 on Child. But since he's coming in first, definitely gonna try for him as well. And I'm very happy because my community has given me gacha money.
Ooh,
So I will
lucky
use
you.
that. Oh, but for free-to-play players, I think it's important to pick which 5-star to go for.
Right, so for a noob like myself, who should I go for then?
Who do you think is hotter?
Oh man, I don't know. I can have them all in my boy band like you. Okay, Ellie, thank you very much for going through the update with me, and I really appreciate your time on that as well.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for giving us a run through of the quality of life changes and the reputation system. I understand it much better now. Thank you very much for giving me that discussion. So join me, by the way, because we're going to have a special guest joining us, and we are going to discuss the WoW factor of the world of Warcraft. So stick around, Ellie, and we'll see you in a bit. Welcome back to the Scramble. One of the games that many have been anxiously waiting for is the World of Warcraft's latest expansion, Shadowlands. So it puts our favorite undead banshee warrior queen under the spotlight. And you know who I'm talking about, right? It's my girl Sylvanas Windrunner. And to help us navigate through the large new expansion, we have a very special guest with us today, a content creator, a veteran player of WoW, by the way, 16 years of experience down the line, and also part of one of the top guilds right here in the Philippines. Please welcome Naisou.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's a party here. All right, thanks for joining us, Naisou. Really appreciate it. I know you're very busy now with your streaming.
And playing and preparing for Shadowlands, yeah.
It's great to have you because before we get into the twisted world of Shadowlands, I'd like you to join me for a very special unboxing. I wish you were here with me, man, but you know, let me just do it for you.
Yeah, I actually wanted this so bad, so you know, I'll experience it through Discord right now. So
look at this baby.
Yeah,
Look
that's a nice
at
box.
That. Look
it's holographic.
at the detail.
Shiny.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is holographic, and it's even better in the dark.
Yeah, it's like a Pokemon holographic card. Yeah, I've never had the chance to get a collector's edition. That's why.
You're
like usually
kidding me.
they usually sell out quickly when they first come out. So
Shout out to Blizzard. JC is looking for his collector's edition. So anyway, shall I open it for you? Are you
Yes,
ready
please
now?
do. I'm ready.
Okay. Take a deep breath. And 3, 2, 1. So it opens up like a book. It's actually really pretty. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh,
it's so
all
nice.
right. And with it, it's not just a box. Wait, there's more. We have this lovely book,
That's got to be
collector's
the art book.
Oh, so nice.
Look at the detail
Yeah.
on that. Would you like me to open it for you?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, can you open it? Just like
Yes,
just show
yes,
one
I
page?
will. Let me do it for you, JC.
Yeah, I was gonna say if that's
All right.
art book. Yeah.
Disclaimer, please be very careful when you use equipment such as this, especially
hurt it.
this particular. Yeah, I'm being very careful. All right.
Because the art or like the theme for Shadowlands
All right.
is really nice.
Oh my goodness. You should smell it too, man. You should.
You're really making me jealous here.
Oh, I love the smell of a newly opened book. I'm so excited for you.
Oh yeah, I can already
Nice.
tell what that is. Yep, the zones.
Nice. Okay, school me through this while we're going through the art book. So these are the zones. Oh, I've seen this in the teaser.
The cinematic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I've seen that one. Nice.
Is it all art?
It seems like it.
It's all art, right?
Ooh, look at that.
Maybe character
It's like a
concept?
Yeah,
sketchbook.
concepts and stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I think these are rough drafts of
Yeah, it could
the
be.
characters.
Yeah, or they're like the finished products.
All right, so now that we're done with our nice art book, let's just lay it down over here. Let's see what else is inside of this box. Oh!
Is that a mouse pad?
Oh, yeah, I got it.
That's nice. That's a nice mouse. That is a nice mouse pad.
All right, so we have a nice mouse pad, and I believe this is like some sort of invitation letter. Very nice envelope too. I feel like I'm being invited to WAR. So I think these are codes.
Oh,
of
is
course.
there codes on them?
Oh,
There we go.
In-game stuff, in-game codes.
Oh, now this is the part that I'm so lucky to be touching this. Okay, so we have some pins over here. Oh, they're beautiful. They are beautiful. Naisou, I don't know about you, but take a look at that.
Oh, they're the Covenant pins. Got you. Yeah.
Which one are you taking?
I'm pretty sure those are Covenant pins.
We can have one of each.
Dang,
we can
that is
split
nice.
it between the three of us.
I can give him mine. I think it will make him happy.
Oh, that's so sweet, Ellie. There we go. So that's the content of our little unboxing for the World of Warcraft Shadowlands. I want to unbox you a little more in your own realm. So tell me about your background. You've been playing World of Warcraft for 16 years.
Yeah, I've basically grown up in Azeroth.
Wow.
That's what a lot of people say. Just briefly, like I started playing when I was 14. So I was like just entering high school. It was hard. It was hard because I've told this story before. Like, WoW is subscription based. Like there's a monthly fee to play it. And at 14, I did not have a debit card, credit card, or anything like that. And so I actually had to beg my dad.
Let me guess. You had to save up, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, I had to save up, but the hard part was convincing my dad to let me use his credit card to pay for like a gaming thing, because gaming 16 years ago was very different.
Well, that's fabulous that you've been playing the game for 16 years, but what is it exactly that you love about the game so much? So is it the graphics? Is it the storyline? Is it the actual experience of the game? Tell me.
It's actually like a whole mix of things. The community, when I say community, like the community that I've built from playing the game, like around myself and my friends and everything, that's a big aspect of it, because it's always been a game where like no matter how busy everyone is, when a new expansion comes out, kind of like Shadowlands is coming out, everyone kind of comes back, Of course, at this point in our lives, like we're working, we have families and everything, but everyone comes back for an expansion pack, and you get to kind of, everybody plays together and it's all hype. And, people stay around for as long as they can. And then people like myself, like I'm playing it throughout the entire expansion with a couple breaks here and there. But so community, graphically, I guess you could say, if you've seen WoW, and I'm sure there's footage. Yeah, if you've seen WoW, it looks good. It's gotten better over the years. And of course, like it's such a big game and on an older engine, but it still holds up to 2020. I feel like it still holds up to 2020. And also the other thing is, because the graphics aren't insanely, crazy, it's actually a good game for people with less expensive setups to get into. You're not gated by insane amount of graphical requirements or anything like that. And lastly, it's just got good content. I mean, Blizzard does a good job at, updating the game and coming out with new things, new systems. Some things work better than others, but it keeps players interested and coming back. I mean, this is one of the few games with a subscription, and they still have millions of players. So they're doing something right. And I guess that's why I enjoy it.
So for someone who's never played the game, so honestly, I've never played the game myself, do you think that it would be a great start to start with Shadowlands, or should I backtrack and start from the very first edition? And what exactly can I expect from the latest expansion?
If you're a new player, you pretty much, but let's say you're an absolutely new player like yourself, when you get the game, you have to like create a character, right? And then you kind of, when you level up, you kind of go through the old expansions.
Right.
So actually now they just released, this is actually a new feature with Shadowlands. Now you actually get to choose kind of what era, or basically what it is what expansion pack do you want to level in. You can choose multiple, like you can go through all the different ones if you want to. But if you're a new player and let's say you heard, Wrath of the Lich King was good, and you have a level, I think 10 character or something like that, you can go and choose you want to go level in the Wrath of the Lich King expansion, right? So you're not missing out, and at the same time you're leveling up. And if you want to go from, because the leveling is now 1 to 50, they actually reduced the levels. Because it was kind of getting like too high. The max level was 120, And that was kind of like intimidating for a lot of new players to be like, oh, I have to get 120 levels before I can experience what the game has to offer in the end.
That seems like a really high number for me.
Yeah, so they cut it in half. And so honestly, as a new player, like you will experience the expansions if you want to. It's kind of up to you. And you just go from there. And then your whole goal right now is to get to level 50 in whatever way you want to, and then wait for, what is it, November 23rd or 24th when it comes out. Then you're going to be leveling with everyone else in Shadowlands.
Tell me about the Covenant and the differences between the zone.
There's 4 Covenants off the top of my head. There's Kirin, the Venthyr, Necrolords, and
Necrolords,
Nightfey.
definitely dead people, right?
Yeah. And each of them have like a special zone too to fit their home base, their theme. So all the zones are very cool. Like they're very there's a contrast between all of them, which is really nice.
Nice.
And as far as the Covenants themselves go, they all have their own little story. And if you want, for example, if you're a new player and you don't know what you want to pick, Blizzard does an amazing job with their cinematics. And they also have these things called, they're like animated shorts. I think that's what they call them, animated shorts. So there's an animated short for every Covenant, right? And a lot of players, what they do is they pick a Covenant based on how they look or how they feel about the story. There's some that I wasn't even thinking of, but once I saw the animated short, I was like, man, that story's good. You know, like I'm gonna have to get one character to go join that Covenant, because when you play through the game, you choose a Covenant at first, right? It's basically a group of people to join. You can change, but there is a consequence to changing to them.
Okay, interesting.
But yeah, so for my plan is to actually just have a couple characters where, you know, I pick a different Covenant on each character. So.
So you were talking about the Covenants. Can you describe them to me in layman's terms, like for someone who's never played a game? So what exactly can I expect from each Covenant?
So I'll start with the Kirin. The Kirin, their zone is very bright and light. It's actually a huge contrast to what you know Shadowlands is. So the Kirin, they're basically the way they're described as the angelic soul guides. Like, so picture wings, you know, bright armor, lots of whites, lots of yellows, gold, you know, things like that. The zone is beautiful, by the way. And so you have the Kirin, they're very light and angelic. Necrolords, probably you can get a picture in your head. You know, they're actually like the military. They're kind of like the military guardians of the Shadowlands. I mean, even when you see the NPCs, they're very military-like. Very big, powerful looking, you know, people and armor too. Bones and, you know, Necrolord. Then you actually have the Nightfey. They're kind of like the elves. So you think elves, you think trees, forests, you know, they're basically the guardians of nature and kind of like the shepherds of the cycle of life and death. For the Nightfey, or the primary area is called Ardenweld, which has this like huge tree of life, which most elf places have. It's very interesting and it's very cool because
reminds me of Avatar.
And then lastly, you have, this is actually my favorite right now, is the Venthyr, which are basically they're basically vampires. But yeah, just picture, you know, kind of vampire looking people. Their whole zone is very Castlevania type. And so yeah, I guess that's a brief description of each Covenant. So and all their zones pretty much are a good representation of that theme.
I can't imagine it already, just the way that you're describing them to me. But what exactly is your favorite realm? Can you tell us more about the realms as well?
It's actually Ardenweld. Like, I've always been a fan of the elves. Even when I first started playing World of Warcraft, I made an elf, and you go into I might pronounce it wrong, but Teldrassil, which is a starting elf area. And like the music, so Ardenweld is kind of like that, but even more bright, and think like pinks and violets and blues and everything. It's just a beautiful zone. And also always, literally 100% of the time, the elf zones always have amazing music. And that's something that I really appreciate, is like the music in the game.
Same. Musical scoring really gives a different feel to the
so I crank that
experience
music
overall.
up, you know?
Oh yeah, I can imagine. So what would you say would excite you the most about Shadowlands though?
That's hard
so
because
much.
there's a lot.
Hold on.
Actually. Yeah. Especially after playing the beta. I can't say there's one specific thing, but
Right. What comes to top of mind?
yeah, top of the mind, number one is like my friends coming back because honestly,
it's
like
the
my friends coming back.
community.
In regards to the expansion itself, would probably be the Covenant system, because I like it and I think it can be really good. And number two would be the Tower of Torghast, which I think is probably what a lot of people are excited about that got to beta test it or they saw the videos for this. It's very, very similar to like a roguelike dungeon tower. So a lot of mobile players will be familiar with this concept.
Very interesting.
You have a tower and you fight enemies on a floor and then you beat them. You go to another floor, another floor, another
Nice.
floor. And each floor you get a little power up, right? So it kind of changes your experience each time. And the cool thing about that is you can do it solo. If you're more of a solo player, you can do it solo. Or you can
On
do
your
it
own
with
time,
or you can do it up to with 5 people if you have friends. And from what I experienced so far in the beta, when I was testing it, every time I went in, it was a different experience. So the replayability is really fun. But those would be the two biggest things for Shadowlands specifically.
Oh, that's great to hear, especially about you looking forward to bonding again with your community.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for sharing all of that detail with us. And of course, after 16 years in playing the game, looking forward to seeing your content as well on Shadowlands.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And also, in just a bit, we are going to play a game that you are definitely not familiar with. I'm confident you aren't familiar with this, JC, just because you're very busy with the world of Warcraft.
Yeah.
So have you heard of Phasmophobia?
I've heard of it, but I haven't played it.
Looking forward to that then. So that was our coverage for the World of Warcraft Shadowlands. Don't forget you can pre-order the game now on battle.net app. The base edition is at $39.99 USD, the Heroic edition is at $59.99 USD, and the Epic edition is at $79.99 USD. The game goes live on November 23rd, which is also the 16th anniversary of WoW. Wow. We also understand that even the most dedicated champions can't be at their computer all the time. To help them stay on top of the latest events in Azeroth, you'll be able to download the free mobile app that lets players take the World of Warcraft with you anywhere you go with multiple expansion support, including the new adventure feature in Shadowlands. We're gonna take a quick break, but don't go anywhere just yet. We still have the ROG Zephyrus S17 and Watch Dogs Legion for our next segment, Hands On. So keep it right here on The Scramble. Hi guys, welcome back to The Scramble, and we're going straight on to our next segment, Hands On, where we check out the latest cutting-edge tech that the gaming world has to offer. Make no mistake, we're at the advent of next-gen gaming consoles, but for the PC or Windows side, next-gen is already here, or better yet, has already been here for a while. And to really drive that point home, we have another special package from ASUS ROG. Alright guys, so this laptop right here is the latest version of the Zephyrus S17. And it's ROG's way of showing us that we can get next-gen gaming experience right now. So if you don't mind, let's do a little play along, shall we? So I don't know if you guys are familiar with the game, but it's called Watch Dogs Legion. So anyway, let me know if ROG is correct in the notes that they sent here for the S17, okay? First up, ROG says that next gen means playing with cutting-edge hardware. The Intel 10th gen processor inside S17 makes sure that it can play all next-gen titles at full speed. Let's see if this is the case for the Zephyrus S17. I'm a little nervous because, I've never played on this laptop before, but I do hope to impress you guys, Ellie and JC. Are you ready?
Already.
Yes, I'm
Are you ready to
excited
see
for
me
you.
flop? Okay,
Big
so where
truck.
am I gonna drive? Oops.
There's a
Okay.
location in the minimap.
Yes.
Just
Okay,
follow the road, right?
How do I slow down? Oh my goodness, I'm causing traffic.
No slowing down.
Yeah.
All right.
The graphics here, though.
Oh.
Like, these graphics are really nice.
I know it's too early, but
that?
you're a good game. Never mind.
You're gonna say good driving.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
Why is that so bad?
Whoops!
Whoa.
Red. Oh, so
Every
close.
time I say it.
Yeah.
Every time I get a compliment, I just, turn around. But I love how beautiful the details are in this game. I don't know if you guys can see it as
We see it. We see
clear as
it.
I can.
Yeah, I can
but
tell.
Wow.
It runs smoothly too. I'm sure this is like max graphics too. I'm sure like the laptop can handle max graphics and everything. It's a beast of a laptop actually.
We could get more information by scraping their optics.
Without any lag,
Yeah.
because lag makes people violent.
That's what's crazy about like the laptops now coming out. They have like these nice graphics cards because before there was like a mobile version of like they. So for example, it was always like a laptop had a video card with M behind it, and so they weren't as strong as like their PC counterparts. So now you have literally gaming laptops like this that perform just as well as like a PC, and they're portable. So.
And it's good
And
that
pro
they're trying
driving.
to keep up because there's so much new game releases.
Yeah.
Next, ray tracing is a big thing for gaming graphics right now, and without going into specifics, it means more realistic graphics for the next gen titles. Well, it just so happens that Watch Dogs Legion supports ray tracing, and we can see it in action here because the S17 has the RTX 2080 Super graphics card from NVIDIA. This is nothing reminiscent of the real weather in the UK. It's often gloomy.
Maybe they have weather, like changing weather. I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
It's rarely going to be this sunny, but I appreciate the graphics with
Yeah.
the weather here. I mean, the clouds, the detail.
The trees look amazing.
Yeah. Ray tracing is like, I mean, for all the computer enthusiasts out there, like ray tracing is kind of like a newer thing, but it's coming out to more and more PC games because the hardware now, like the 2080 in this laptop, can support it. So it's actually an exciting time because it allows for more realistic graphics, and there's like something too that's in the horizon called photorealistic graphics. So ray tracing is a big component of that.
Weather
Nice.
for one, or time when it
Yeah.
turns nighttime.
Oh yeah, especially nighttime. Like nighttime's usually cool to see all the lights and stuff set up in like these type of cities. I think it wants you to jump back into the truck. Oh, dude.
I'm gonna die
no.
if you continue that.
Total chaos.
Oh no! This is the kind of chaos that I enjoy playing.
Can you go back in the truck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go back to
Let's see.
safety.
Can you though?
Doesn't
Could
seem
be.
like it. Maybe it's because the police are right on me.
Yeah, maybe if you trigger something, you're not allowed to do other stuff.
Here comes the cops. I think you're like 2-star wanted right now. If you,
Okay, bye guys.
Bye.
I think
Bye.
the red one.
yeah,
On
the red
lower-
one at the bottom left.
Well, that was fun, wasn't it?
Take a moment to look at the graphics while you're running for your life.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think they even have water on the ground, like puddles and everything.
Over
See,
there.
in games like this though, I mean, with graphics like this, I actually enjoy like walking around in different
I
parts
do
of the
too.
city. Yeah.
Lastly, next-gen consoles promise higher resolution gaming at higher refresh rates, with both consoles promising 4K at 120 Hz. Well, the S17 doesn't have a 4K screen, but it does have something that very few laptops have, a 300 Hz screen, so it's still a next-gen experience.
Wait, so did you say this is running at, like this has a 300 hertz
I did.
refresh rate? Okay, 300.
Yes.
That's higher than my PC monitor. Yeah, and if you want, Sam, like when you mentioned it, if you just like wiggle your mouse like left and right, that's a good way to show like hertz and FPS, like the smoothness of it.
Oh, see? Yeah.
This is a good example though of 300 hertz. Like all this stuff is happening around you, and it's still like really smooth. Usually when games like run at like a 60 hertz monitor, for example, it's really something you don't notice unless you've had all these like different monitors to test out. But for example, like World of Warcraft, right? We were talking about World of Warcraft earlier. I played World of Warcraft on a 60 hertz monitor for 15 years. And then I went to a 144 hertz monitor. And like most people realize, like in high motion games, for example, like FPS, like Valorant, CSGO, Overwatch, that's when you really like appreciate the higher hertz. But even a game, for example, like World of Warcraft, where you know you're playing a character like this and running around, you notice that higher hertz. So I can't imagine 300. I haven't even tried 300.
I know someone who might really love this particular scene.
I mean, something like that too. Like, look at the shoes again. Look at the shoes. It's raining and you have a light up there on the left. Like, look at like those little minor
that one
details.
over there.
Yeah, like those little minor details.
The reflection on the glass. And you never even think about it, but wow, even this side too.
Yeah. The cool thing about like, if you go to like talking about ray tracing and like higher hertz and stuff, right now it's next gen, right? So next gen, there's a lot of next gen consoles coming out and everything. So hopefully over the next like year to 2 years or 3 years, this will become more of like a mainstream thing. People can appreciate it. But it's like the exciting thing right now, especially with the PS5 and the Xbox series coming out. But now like these laptops and PCs have always been the front runners. And so I feel like they set the bars. And then you have companies like Nvidia with this 2080 graphics card that just like, they just set the bar super high. And for anyone, even if you're not a crazy graphical computer person, like any casual player can even go into this and appreciate the graphics.
So Ellie, JC, how did you find the experience of watching Watch Dogs Legion on the Zephyrus S17? Were you impressed? I hope you were, because on my end, I have no words. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I was impressed. The graphics, very realistic. You're driving. We got to see a lot of that. So
I know you enjoyed my driving.
But no, especially, I mean, you can definitely tell with ray tracing and a higher hertz, going into like this whole next generation era is really exciting, especially for a lot of PC gamers, console gamers. So
I think it's very nice since, you know, a lot of new games are launching. They're trying to use better graphics, better everything. So it's amazing to have a hardware that can keep up and make the most of all the games that you have.
True, true. So everyone, if you want to experience what next gen has to offer, don't have to wait, because the Zephyrus S17 is available and you are spending a whole lot more, because come on, you're just not paying for the high tier gaming experience, you're also paying for the rest of the high tier laptop. So Ellie and JC, would you like to take a ballpark figure on how much this baby costs?
I'm gonna say 100 plus. 100, knowing like some of the components, I would say like
That's
100
good.
plus.
All right, all right. And how about you, Ellie? What do you think? How much is it gonna cost?
I think the same. I want to be correct. I will follow the nerdy guy.
So with everything that comes with the laptop, it's actually priced at 209,995 pesos.
Okay. Holy crap.
Hey, you did say you've never experienced a 300 hertz laptop, so
it has to be the hertz.
So looks like that's it for Zephyrus S17. Thank you very much to ASUS ROG for sending this in so we can experience next gen gaming right now. We'll be taking a quick break, but stick around because we'll be scarring ourselves silly in Phasmophobia for our last segment. So stay tuned right here on The Scramble. Okay, Okay, the moment that I've been waiting for. I'm a fanatic for horror games. I don't know about you, Ellie and JC. So what's your take when it comes to horror games? Is it something that you love, something that you hate?
I'm a big dude and they get me scared. So
Yes, yes.
I'm
love it.
so happy to be playing with you, Sam, because most girls I meet are like me, very scared.
Okay, let's get it on. So let's ready up. So how do we do this, Ellie? You seem to have a very high level. You've been playing this for a while, I see.
That's what I said.
2 days. I've had friends for like 1.5.
Are you kidding me?
We're playing Mango Woods Street.
Okay, let's do this.
Then let's talk when we get in.
Yeah, sure, let's do it. Ready up.
Ready up.
And no,
Yep.
it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, I'm here. Yay.
There's nothing on the. Oh wait, no, they're here. I found it.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I found
Yep,
it.
I can hear you. Good.
Okay, so cue to change items, right? Who's the bravest? Take the spirit box. This one.
You're the bravest.
This one and
You're
Yeah,
the bravest.
you're-
No.
You're
You're
the
the bravest. You've played this before.
I believe you are the bravest.
Okay. Who is the second bravest?
I got the
Bring up
key, don't
lights
worry.
in here.
Okay.
This light thing. One of you take one camera and the other one takes the notebook.
I got a
Okay,
camera.
I guess I take the notebook. That's fine.
Okay,
Got
so
it.
let's come here. This is our whiteboard mission.
Objectives.
The ghost name is Barbara Robinson, okay?
Barbara.
Okay.
Oh, Barbara Robinson. Okay.
Yeah.
Barbara Robinson.
Okay, so we're gonna start off with using our stuff to look for the ghost room, okay?
Okay.
What we can use is this one I'm holding here. So I'll just keep calling the ghost name until it pings or something.
I love the way you're
Okay, and
holding
And then
that.
once we find the ghost room, you're gonna put the journal and the camera inside. If
Okay.
you find the ghost room, you can look for fingerprints using the UV light. The
Ooh.
camera is, I don't know, take a photo of the dirty water in the sink or witness a
Okay.
ghost event. Before we go, I'm sorry if we die. It's probably my fault. Let's go.
I like the disclaimer.
Wait, what's the name?
Barbara Robinson.
Whoa.
Let's go. Let's go in.
Oh, you're about to die, Sam. You going in there by yourself?
What?
Oh, wait. Find the Ouija board. Do you know what an Ouija board is?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ouija board. Let's get it.
Ouija board.
All right, you guys go first.
Ah!
Sam's
you
brave.
Mobile.
Isn't it fun to do? The way you're holding it is so weird.
Barbara
It's a ghost
Robinson.
Wait, this is the most important part.
Okay.
What?
Your flashlight starts flickering. We have to go hide in a room.
What room?
Okay.
Okay, so about cosplays. Would you dress as Barbara Robinson?
No.
What does Barbara Robinson even look like?
I don't even know what Barbara is.
Oh, there's another staircase.
Yeah, we can go up.
there.
Let's go up. Let's go up.
Let's go. So,
Lead us.
cosplay. About your cosplay. How does it feel?
I started like 10 years ago. Barbara Robinson, and I haven't stopped. That's nice. I like cosplaying. It started when a friend of mine said, "Oh my god, it's such a basic story. Hey, do you want to try cosplay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's it."
It was just a very casual entry into cosplay, huh? Okay.
It was, yeah.
So, which characters did you start with?
Do you know Great Teacher Onizuka?
No, I don't.
So I dressed as a generic Japanese gangster member. That's
Aww. Well,
Wait.
gangster members are never generic.
The thing I'm holding here is an EMF. So if we're in the ghost room or there's ghost activity, it's supposed to blink. Okay? But we've been to every single room calling out her name and it hasn't blinked. Okay,
Let's go find
make
her.
sure that it's on, that it's showing the green light.
Yeah.
Let's go, Naisou. Take the lead.
I'll lead.
So, Naisou, aside from streaming, what exactly keeps you busy? Barbara keeps you busy, right?
Barbara keeps me. Yeah. Honestly, like I used to teach.
Barbara Robinson.
Yeah, I used to teach, but now I'm pretty much just full-time streaming. So aside from like my daily stuff of like going to the gym and playing games, you know, that's kind of
So
like all
what
I can
kind-
do right now.
What do you teach exactly?
I used to teach kids with special needs. Like, yeah, special education.
That's a very noble task to do. Thank you
Yeah,
for that.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I really appreciate it. It must be difficult to learn the ins and outs of how to deal with different cases, isn't it?
No, but like I love teaching. Unfortunately, you know, the center I worked at, you know, had to close down because of ECQ. Like I know a lot of businesses were affected.
Yeah, that's true.
And you know, one of mine was affected too, so we closed down. But hopefully, you know, hopefully next year I can get back into teaching and stuff. I was just gonna say, like, you can't really do online teaching with special education. It's a little bit harder than,
That's true.
you know.
It has to be very tactile, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's very tactile.
Do with a lot of sensory stimulation there.
There's one more door.
Okay, let's go.
Why can't I open it?
Let me try.
Okay, you try.
I'll assist. Okay, that didn't work. I think it needs a key.
I guarantee you this is the room.
There's a ghost, sorry.
There's a ghost, hide yourselves!
What?
There's a
hide
ghost,
in my locker.
Ah!
Come in my locker, come in!
How do I close
Come
it?
inside! Did you die?
How do I close this? Okay.
Did you hide?
Yeah, I can see your arm through the thing. Did Sam make it?
Sam died. I'm seeing her.
Oh my goodness, I'm dead.
I'm seeing her in heaven.
Wait.
Even if
Can I still
Okay.
assist you though in the game?
Can you hear us still?
you can.
I can hear you and I
Okay.
can still move around next to you. Now I'm ghosting you. This is the new definition of ghosting.
Oh my god, you're dead.
Nice. Did your thingy blink when it attacked us?
No,
The
it didn't blink at all.
See, guys, I am the sacrificial lamb because I
Barbara
told you
Wilson,
there
are
was
you
a
here?
ghost.
Is the name Barbara Wilson? Barbara
Barbara Robinson.
Robinson.
Look at
Maybe that's why.
Holy crap. Why
Did
is
you hide?
Yeah, why is the EMF thing not going off?
What's the number? What's the number on the EMF?
It's 0.
Zero.
It's literally CDR King.
It's not supposed to be 0. It's supposed to be 2 if there's ghost activity.
No, it's like just on
Or
1 this
ghost
whole
room.
time.
There's
Or we
nothing
need to- or we need
outside.
to be in the
I don't
ghost
see
room.
anything.
I feel like this is
Nothing
broken.
outside. Come out,
Okay.
nice. So
I make up.
Oh, it's going off! It's going off!
It's going off.
It's going off!
the flashlight.
Yeah, I saw an orb and then the thing went to full lights.
I don't want to play anymore.
I don't want to play anymore.
I don't want to play anymore. Can we just stop? Okay.
Can we just talk in the locker?
I at least want to make you guys understand the game.
Oh, the last one flashlight's blinking. It's blinking.
Sometimes it goes in the locker.
My flashlight is blinking.
It's blinking and you're literally halfway through my locker.
Coming.
Hide.
It also hears us, so shh. No more footsteps.
Ellie, you were talking about your first experience as a cosplayer. So, why did you choose to have 11 costumes for Genshin Impact? I mean, 1 is already pretty solid. Why all 11?
Because I really like all their characters and I just cosplay that much. It's just a matter of what. So it's pretty normal for me.
Have you ever considered doing Cosplayer Naisou?
No, I haven't actually. I appreciate it. Like
Why not?
you know, I don't know who I would even do.
You can be Barbara Robinson.
Barbara
I almost said
Williamson.
Wilson.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I can't see. Why isn't it closing?
The door is not closed.
It's closed.
It hurt me.
You're both outside. You're both outside of the locker, actually. I don't understand how it's happening.
Because we're beside the locker, we're not inside.
I dropped everything. I'm just gonna take pictures. I'm taking
Are you
pictures.
taking a selfie?
I'm taking pictures.
Doesn't help.
Okay. So you guys, what did you do exactly for Halloween? Because it just
You want
just
to?
Play this
finished.
game.
You want to know the
Play
truth?
this game during Halloween.
I regret
Yes.
it.
Of
What did you
course I
do?
want to know the truth.
I played video games on Halloween.
You were still playing WoW though.
Yeah, I was still playing WoW. Yeah, I should have played a horror game, but I was just like, you know what? I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
you should have.
Oh, it's blinking! It is. It is.
Hide in the locker.
Barbara Robinson, are you here?
Okay, I don't know if you'll survive this.
I can hear her.
We're level 1. Yeah, footsteps outside.
That might be
Okay,
me.
No!
My footsteps. I'm dead.
Are you the ghost?
Let's
I was the sacrificial lamb. I died
let's
for
wait
you.
for her to stop hunting and
I think she's done.
Naisou, how
dead.
about we just
I'm
ditch?
gone.
Let's just leave Sam.
So much for teamwork,
Goodbye,
guys.
Sam's
So
buddy.
Sam,
We
thanks
will
for
never
the
forget
fun.
you.
I'm gonna haunt
Thank
you
you for
forever,
your
you two.
sacrifice. Goodbye.
Bye, Sam.
You're very welcome. You're very
Wait,
welcome.
she even has a wave. You're even waving. All right, see ya. Watch us die on the way out of here. Let's go.
Show me. Bye.
Yep,
Sam.
abandoned.
This is supposed to be a sprint, by the way. I'm just
What are
saying.
friends for?
I want both of you guys to learn the game and react to how unfortunate this is.
We tried our best.
Let's go.
We did.
We got EMS.
Go back to the truck. I'm right behind you. If you can hear some footsteps. You're
Are you inside the
welcome.
truck?
I brought you back to safety.
There we go.
All right, guys. So that was Phasmophobia, one of the very, very horrific games
Yeah, you died.
where I was a sacrificial lamb and
Every
abandoned by my teammates.
Every time I lead newbies, they die.
Oh, that's awesome. It's okay. It's part of the fun. It's part of the experience. But how did you find the game yourself?
I like playing with both of you.
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, to be honest, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't want to see Barbara Robinson or Wilson or whatever her name was. Like, I'm okay not seeing her.
See you later, Barbara.
Yeah, see you, Barbara.
Thank you very much for experiencing Phasmophobia with me. So I do hope that you enjoyed that and looking forward to playing the game with you again one more time
Yeah,
in
for
the
sure.
near future, in the dark.
Hopefully you practice then, because no amount of practice is making me good.
Okay, I'll practice, girl. I'll practice. So guys, I can't thank you enough for spending time with me here at the Scramble. From getting a crash course of WoW and also getting into Genshin Impact as well with a 1.1 update, and especially playing Phasmophobia, I can't thank you enough. So how can we follow you? How can the community support you guys? So let's start with Ellie.
Show links here. Here, okay, here.
Bing!
So yeah, follow me here. Watch my stream. Follow me in real life.
Yeah, here's my links. You can follow me. I stream on Facebook and Twitch, and I'm on TikTok. It's all pretty much Naisou. If you just type Naisou into anything, you'll find
Naisou.
me. Yeah.
Awesome sauce. And lastly, what are your last few words to any gamer who's watching your stream, how to get into it, or any advice that you would give them in this day and time?
Make sure you're doing something you love and you're happy with. That way you can't lose.
I love that! How about you, JC?
All I want to say again is thank you to I know some of the Sue fams gonna watch this and supporters and everything, so thank you guys for your support, and to hopefully bring in new players over to Warcraft, especially in the Philippines. And that's it for me. Thank you for having me. I've had a blast, so thank you.
Maraming salamat. Thank you very much to both of you guys. Thank you so much to all of our guests who made this awesome episode possible. I'm your host. It's me, Samantha P, right here on The Scramble. See you next time.